Hello and welcome back to IDFB. Elimination time. 16 votes were cast to eliminate one of the four of you. The first person safe is Eddie, with only one vote. The rest of you got quite a few votes. Grassy and Tree both did rather poorly in the challenge, while Nickel is being openly targeted by Apple. Let's reveal the votes. Nickel. Unfortunately, you have gotten the most votes, and you are eliminated. Goodbye. Hold it. It's already been 3 minutes. We've got a schedule to follow. You can ask your question later. Right now, it's time for the final immunity challenge of IDFB. And of course, it's a combination of all the previous challenges. The first challenge of IDFB was a game of Mafia. However, with only 4 people, the rules are going to be very different. Each of the final 4 will be a different role: Mafia, Thief, Doctor or Cop. Each role has a target. The cop wants to arrest the Mafia, who is a notorious criminal. The Mafia want to kill the thief because the thief stole his money. The thief wants to rob the doctor because the doctor is rich. And the doc wants to heal the cop for obvious reasons. I will privately let each of the final 4 know what their role is. You get 6 points for catching your target, but you lose 3 points if you get caught. These 4 colors will demonstrate how to participate in the challenge. For Challenge 2, you must simply pick one of 3 lanes. 1 lane will reward 5 points, 1 will do nothing, and 1 will subtract 1 point. For the 4 corners challenge, just pick a corner. You get points depending on the corner you pick. For the language challenge, there are only 6 languages to choose from. Pick one, and hope that nobody picks the same one as you. If 2 or more people pick the same one, they will get 0 points. Next, come up with a team name. I will rate each team name out of 10 points. Next, give yourself points. Seriously, pick a number 1 through 10 and you will get that many points. The next challenge was the first trivia challenge in IDFB. All you have to do is answer these 3 questions about challenges. You get 2 points for each correct answer, but there is a possibility of half credit. Next is Dodgeball. Throw a ball at someone. If you get hit, you're out. If you survive without getting out, then you get 3 points. The burning challenge was my least favorite of all time. So instead of having another luck challenge, just type something about being on fire. Do it, and you get a free point. Originally, this challenge was to just come up with the largest number possible, but using numerals is way too easy. Instead, type out the number in words. Largest number gets more points. For the cake challenge, I've come up with something different. Your goal is to eat as much cake as possible. However, if you eat fewer slices, you go first. Everyone in a tie eats at the same time. If there are slices that can't be distributed evenly to members of a tie, they get skipped, and the next person can eat it. There are only 10 slices, so if you go later, you might not get all the slices you asked for. The next challenge is a race. However, it's only worth 1 point, and it doesn't count until after you have completed the entire challenge, so it's not a priority. Next, guess the word I'm thinking of. The 4 colors will provide hints about what the word is. You get 8 points if you get the right word. If you don't want to do this challenge, you can skip it at a cost of 3 points. After that, you must find another word by unscrambling these 8 letters. You get 7 points for getting it right. This challenge can also be skipped. Next, you have a rock, paper, scissors tournament. Simply pick either rock, paper, or scissors. If you win, you'll move on. If you tie, both members of the tie move on and will split their winnings evenly. At this point, we're about halfway through and everyone should have earned quite a few points. For this challenge, try to guess who you think will be in the lead by the time this challenge is reached. You get points depending on how close your guess is. After that, we need to shake things up. Choose one of the other final 4 contestants to lose 5 points. Whoever you choose will lose 5 points, almost like magic. Then we have another round of trivia, this time centered around confessionals. But since I don't expect your memories to be that good, these questions are all multiple choice. Next is the pie eating challenge. Eat as many pies as you can without going over the limit. To put things in perspective, the limit is the number of confessional bells sent minus the number of confessionals pies sent. This challenge is potentially worth a lot of points, so try not to screw it up. Next, pick a number 1 through 10 and try to guess the number I'm thinking of. You get 7 points if you get it exactly right. Being off by 1 is 6 points, and off by 2 is 5 points, and so on. For Tug of War, simply choose left or right. You get 5 points if you're on the side with the majority. And here is the third and final part of IDFB Trivia. These questions are all about who won the past IDFB Trivia challenges. The next challenge is bowling. Choose a number 1 through 7. Try to hit as many pins as possible by guessing the right number. Next we have this really easy Sudoku puzzle. You can't get much easier than this. But if you want to, you can skip this challenge. And now I need your help. Before he was eliminated, non-existy stole my cake and hid it somewhere. I need you to find it. One of these colors is on the right track. If you manage to retrieve my cakes, I'll give you 3 points. For this challenge, I have these 2 images of the final 4, but they are slightly different. Please point out 4 differences between the 2 images. Each difference you find is 1 point, so there are 4 points that can be earned here. Next is the memory challenge. Name as many players as you can who have played a token at some point during IDFB. Every correct name is plus 1 point, while every incorrect name is minus 1 point. Next is the maze challenge. But I'm way too lazy to make another maze, so instead, just comment on this video. You get points in the order you finish, so you might want to do this one first. Then there's the meal challenge. This one is exactly the same as the original. Name a meal with 4 parts to it and I'll rate it out of 10 points, but you can't name the same meal that you did in the original challenge. For the sentence challenge, the rules are the same, but the template is different. Your sentence must have 4 words with word lengths of 1, 4, 7, and 5 in that order. Use as many unique letters as possible to get the most points. For the fort battle challenge, the only difference is that there are only 7 forts, and there will only be 1 round. Go to a fort and destroy another. You get points depending on if you survive the challenge or not. For the loophole challenge, the same story goes. Same rules, but only 1 round. You can use the number 0 if you want, but with no tiebreaker, there's no real advantage in doing that. Next, make a friend. At this point in the game, we shouldn't be making enemies anymore, so you only need to be friends with someone. If you are successful, you and your friend will get 4 points each. For the story challenge, I realize that making me cry is going to be really hard and time consuming, so instead, you have to make me laugh. You get points depending on my reaction to your story. And finally, you have to list the final 4 in the order I received a confessional from them. You get more points for having a smaller error. The most you can get from this part is 8 points. Well, that sure took a while to explain. So final 4 of IDFB, do your best to earn as many points as possible, because the winner will get immunity, and one of the other 3 will be the last person voted off of IDFB. Goodbye and good luck.